Hello? Isn't it always the way? I've been sitting here for like 7 minutes going, okay, is it 7 o'clock? Is it 7 o'clock? Is it 7 o'clock? I look up like, oh, it's 7 o'clock. Hello. Welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. I am Tamara Bertram coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Give me a hidey ho. Let me know who's in the house tonight. This is Mystery Card Monday. It is the one day of the week where I come on live and I give you a recipe on something that we're going to make. And we get together and we make it. And tonight, hi Cindy, how are you? Nice to see you, friend. Yeah, today was a struggle. You saw I didn't even post the recipe until like 5 o'clock. That's Sandy. Hello, nice to see you. Oh, got some good names in here. Hi Sonia, thanks for popping in. Jan, Gail, yeah, thank you. 6 o'clock. Where's Cindy? Is it 7 o'clock here? Yeah, 7 o'clock. I trimmed my bangs and I haven't quite mastered how to, you know what it's like when you get a haircut, right? It's like, oh, no, I don't know how to style it. Hello. Yes. Happy day off, Tracy. Oh, thanks. It's crazy. It's tired hair today. Today is a holiday. So I didn't even shower until like, I don't know, 1 o'clock. It was one of those days. Excuse me. Hello, Houston. Hello. Can't wait to see the mystery card. Oh, I'm so glad, Belinda. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, well, I've had bangs before, but I don't know. So the other day I went because something was going on here. I had this like hard. You guys, yes, for those of you who are new, this is a card making live, but we talk about my hair for the first 10 minutes, right? Anyway, I got a lot of silver going on in here, and the last couple weeks I had such a hard part, and I could. So I went to Elaine. I'm like, Elaine, fix me. And she did, but I haven't quite, like today I just got up and I just kind of left it. So my curls are coming back, but I haven't quite, see, I haven't even got a hairbrush in here. Should I play with my hair now? Because that's fun for you to watch, right? Like normally I would do this, right? It's over here, but now I'm like, well, is that better? I don't know. Looks like I have a toupee on now. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it's a little disconcerting when you have to stare at yourself for an hour, right? Like I get to read the comments, but I'm looking at myself. It's the struggle is very real, Cindy. Hello. Hello, Washington. Dawn is in Washington. Hello. Hey, Karen. Hi, Paulette. Karen Hobbs is here too. Hello, Cornwall. Louise. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, it's been a lazy weekend, but it's been lots of fun. Like lots of fun in the laziness. I don't even remember what I did Friday. Does it matter? Oh, I was at Backstage Friday and Saturday. So I've been sitting a lot, and Backstage is it's like our conference for leaders. It is. Well, thank you, Belinda. You're today's favorite. Hi, Cowtown. Marski. Cowtown is Calgary, for those of you who aren't familiar with what we call each other. We're up here in the big smoke in Edmonton. Marski's down south, which is actually higher in elevation, but lower on the map. So it's very confusing. She's in Cowtown, Calgary. Hi, friend. Yes, so Backstage is our conference for leaders that you can attend if you like. And this year it was, thank you, Teresa. It was virtual this year. So they mix things up a lot. They keep trying to better their best and changing things up. So there are leaders in the Stampin' Up! Family all around the globe, right? So to have them in person every year, it's a little tough to get people to have to travel that far. If you're coming from, one of the ladies is from Guam. She's like, yeah, trying to get to anywhere is $1,800, like to leave your house. So they do it, they're doing it. Hi, Mom. Hi, Jennifer. They're going to do it virtual every other year. So this weekend it was virtual. So we logged into the computer and we did some stuff. Kind of fun fact, Tamara did a presentation that Tamara kind of forgot she had done. Thanks, Stacy. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just so Tamara. I'm like, oh, I did a presentation months ago. Our demonstrator development manager, Genevieve, had asked, she said head office contacted her to see if I would do like a 2-minute clip on how I bettered my best last celebrations, because my sales were really, really good last January and February. I'm like, sure, okay, I can do that. And she says, okay, we got to stick to 2 minutes. And I'm like, have you met me? 2 minutes. Crikey, I can't even introduce myself in 2 minutes, right? Anyway, so I did this months ago. And I'm sitting here and I was making cards, like I'm listening to all the stuff and I'm making my cards like waiting for things to happen. And they're like, okay, and so now we're going to hear from Demonstrator Development Manager Genevieve Coe and Canadian Demonstrator Tamara Bertram. I'm like, huh? Okay. I didn't even remember what I had said. So it's like, it was kind of fun. Anyway, so that was Friday and Saturday. So Friday night I chilled, stayed up way too late. Saturday I was in conference again all day, and it was really good because you get to network with people around the globe. Ironically, in most of the breakout rooms that I had, it was somebody from Canada. So there were a few from Edmonton I was with, like friends, and it was kind of funny. Lobby, if you were watching this, you'd know Miss Vicky. Vicky Stewart, I think is her last name. I met her in Orlando a couple years ago, and I made her be my friend. And I call her Miss Vicky because it's spelt like Miss Vicky's chips. Anyway, who do I get in a room with? Like there are 2,000 demonstrators in these groups, and I'm put in a group of 5 people, and I know like 3 of them. So it's an amazing community. Which I'll just go on a little tangent here because I was reflecting on it today, and you know how we always say this business and this company is so much more than making cards, and it truly is. It's not. It was Belinda. It is so much more about the cards. It is the relationships, and this particular business, this multi-level marketing business, is more relationships. The product is great, but the product is what helps us build the community, the relationships and the memories and the memory keeping and all that stuff. So it's cool. Like you guys, if you are ever toying with being a demonstrator, it's not about being a demonstrator. It's getting into a group. It's just like joining like brownies when you were little, right? You wanted, did you, first time at Backstage? Oh, wasn't it great, Carol? Oh, so good. I still haven't watched all of the things. I watched 2 of the recorded ones today. And you have until the end of February, I think, to watch them. So you chip away. Like, there's a lot of information coming at you. And now I'm like, oh, I'm a lousy leader. Like, I don't do that. And wow, okay, I need to step up my game a bit. So that's what I did all weekend. And then yesterday I did nothing. Alicia, I haven't seen little mini me in like forever. So she says couch day. I'm like, absolutely, I'm down with that. So we were on the couch like all day, just watching all kinds of things. And I was coloring. I've now done 59 cards for my team. So my team cards are done. Now I have like 150 more to do for customers for Christmas cards. And then today was busy again. Like when a Monday is a holiday, it kind of throws you off because you're like, oh, it's a Sunday. Oh no, it's a Monday. But tonight I made a ham and roast potato. Oh yes, Julie. Yes, we're absolutely gonna meet up. Yeah, for sure. If any of you are going to Raleigh, I did get in and I am going. I've got my flights booked. I've got my hotel booked. I got my roommates booked. Everything is ready to go. And if you're going, I beg of you, if you see me, and we'll hook up, Julie, like we'll make a date to meet. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Shannon. Hello. Yeah. I get it. Multitasking for sure. I want to meet you guys. Like, and if we haven't made a date to meet up and you see me walk in, please say hello. Like, please. And then we'll do all the selfies and all the, yeah. Okay. Anyway, yes, ham and scallops we had. So I was cooking that all day. Oh, Craig said it was the best batch of scallops I've ever made. So anyway, are you on the wait list, Carol? Dag nabbit. So yeah, anyway, they did everything they could when they knew that they were bringing on the Close to My Heart gals. They maximized as many spots as they could get. And so if any of you demonstrators are out there and you wanted to go to on stage in Raleigh, Jennifer Pike, listen up. You should get on the wait list, and here is why. You might not get there. There might be 3,000 people ahead of you, but they're looking at those numbers to see about booking in the future. They book like a year and a half, 2 years out, right? So they're trying to adjust. And if they know, oh my gosh, there were 4,000 people who wanted to go who couldn't, that will help them in their planning. So call up and get on the wait list. You just never know, right? Okay. Yes, it was awesome, Teresa. Absolutely. Hello, Trina. Okay, you guys. It is 7:09. I've done nothing but talk about my hair and the weekend. There are a couple little quick tidbits I want to clue you into. So what day is today? Today's Monday. On Wednesday, there is a sale on annual catalog stuff. Okay, so I changed my graphics because I didn't stress that I said it was an annual sale. No, it's a sale on the annual catalog bundles, paper, cardstock, ink. That's not right. There's something else in there. Bundles, designer papers, cardstock and ink. But it's from the annual. Oh, Carol, too bad. It's on the annual catalog. Okay, great, Jennifer. Do that. Right. So it is now, again, some of the phrasing might be a little bit tricky. So they say 20% off bundles. What it is, bundles are already 10% off. They're going to be an additional 10% off. Okay. So if it says 20%, it's 10% the usual. It's an extra 10% off. Okay. And then designer paper, I think, is 20% off. Cardstock, I think, is 10, and inks are 10. And there are some exclusions. All right. There are some exclusions on like the close to my heart papers aren't on sale. I don't know. You pop into the click on my link. I actually scheduled a newsletter to go out at like 6:30 in the morning. Go me. It was a productive day. I get up at 6 o'clock a lot, so I get a lot done between 6 and 8. Excuse me. So that's going out, and that happens Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So 13th, 14th, and 15th. Get in on it. Stock up on your paper. Like I placed an order today and I needed to get some paper. I'm like, no, I'm going to wait 2 days. This is when you're going to get your card stock, friends. Like, so if you're a demonstrator and you're your only customer and you're just in it for the discount, this is why you're a demonstrator, is to stack the deals. So on top of your instant discount of 20, 25%, whatever your discount is, you get the deal prices. So you need to stock up on your paper now, your inks now, your ink refills, or whatever's on sale. Get it now. Okay. That's your PSA from tomorrow. Okay. Two other things. Blah, blah, blah. I'll get to cards in a minute. The card is like a 3-minute card. It's so quick and easy. Christmas wish list. Ooh, okay, so I worked very hard on this, way longer than I should have. Why are you not focusing? Focus. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I made this pretty little thing and it doesn't want to focus. Come on. Okay, so I made a wish list. It was sent out in my newsletter. It's in tomorrow's newsletter as well. Essentially, just click on the link from a newsletter and print this off. And look, I've even done some of the hard work for you. Yes, you would like to take 2 of Tamara's card classes, plus $55 in product for $80. So you fill this out, you give it to your love, to your husband, to your partner, to your child, to your brother, and you say, this is what I want. Call Tamara. She'll set you up, okay? November 21st is really, you shouldn't be ordering much later than that or you might not get it in time. Hi, Virginia. Nice to see you. No more green card stock. No more green card stock. I have it all, yeah. I'm good on green. Anyway, so that's one more thing. And thank you to everybody who ordered the Extravaganza PDF last week. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, Tracy and I, when we ran our Christmas Extravaganza back on October 19th, these are the cards we made. Tracy did a great job. And we are selling the PDF on how to make these 9 cards. Look, this is even a fun fold one. So these 9 cards, and I don't know where the other tag went. This is either, it could be a tag, or you put 2 tags and a little thingy in the middle to make a box. And then you put little treats in there, okay? So the PDF for that, it is a measly $10 Canadian. If I have to use PayPal because you're in a different country, there is a $2 service charge because PayPal charges me. So I'm like, oh, I have to pass that on to my customers. So it's $10 Canadian plus a $2 service charge if you're using PayPal. The system works. I sent out quite a few last week. So if you're interested, shoot me a message or comment here, and I scroll through the comments tomorrow morning over my coffee, and I will hook you up with the PDF. It's great. I mean, these are quick and easy to put together, and Christmas is coming up quick, so if you need some inspiration, here they are, and Tracy gave you detailed instructions on how to make them. Okay, that's it. That's all. Oh, here's the tag that I have just shoved in a bucket. Oh, Belinda, nice. Thank you for purchasing it. Yes. Okay. Oh, and those of you who ordered a color coach from me last week, they just landed on my doorstep tonight. I didn't think they'd be delivering because it's a holiday here. PDF, please, Cindy. Sure, send me $10. I'll send you a PDF. Thank you, darling. I was going to say, you didn't take the extravaganza to go, huh? Oh, perfect, Christine. Perfect. Wonderful. $10. Just shoot me $10. You know my email. You know it, and I'll send it to you right after this. Perfect. Thank you, gals. All right, friends. I was struggling today. So we're going to see what happens tonight. We're going to make 1 card. That's all I'm committing to at this point in time. There's something else I might try. Let me show you how. I have an idea that I've wanted to try. I haven't done it yet, so I might do it with you. I'm very low on, oh, okay, Cindy, then perfect. Yeah, $10 is all that is, and I'll send that over to you. I struggled today. I had a few ideas for my Mr. Card. I always have tons of ideas for my Mr. Card Monday. I've told you guys where to get your inspiration when these moments of what hits, right? You turn to page 22 of the catalog, and there are all these layouts. That's not enough. You can't find anything that blows your hair back in there. You turn to our this thing, the mini catalog, and look, here's a whole bunch more layouts. I looked at all these. No, wasn't blowing my hair back. I had a few in the tank that I wanted to try. Nope, wasn't feeling it. Was going to show you how to make this one. Wasn't feeling it. So I came up with another one, and I finished it at like 5 o'clock. And it is ridiculously simple and quick. And I know this because I made it before. I made it last year. So I copied myself, and I just changed the paper. Normally I like to try 5 or 6 different papers to make sure. I know it works. I just wasn't feeling the papers today. I kind of wanted to stamp, but not enough to do it. Let me show you how. Thank you, Penny. You're the best. Thanks. I'll shoot you one of those later. I can always see what's dinging over on the side, so thank you. Anyway, so yes, I cased myself. Case is copy and share everything, or copy and, I don't know, it's copying essentially. So I found a card in my tickle trunk and I went, that's it. That's the one. Let's get out some paper and make it happen. So these are the pieces you need. You're going to sag a little bit tonight, are you? Okay, I see how this is going to be. All right then, perfect. All right, I need some water. The ham was delicious, just a little salty. How do you cook your ham? Little fun fact: I steam mine in apple juice, and then in the last hour, I bathe it in. I take a whole bunch of brown sugar, and honey, and mustard, and I just mix it all up into a paste, and I slap it on that bad boy, and it cooks. And it's so I use a shoulder picnic ham, and they're so good. And the scallop potatoes, it was so good. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. Now I can't give you a recipe for that because I make up my scallop potatoes. I just wing it, right? Like I'm now that person who just like, a bunch of this, some of that. It was really good. I digress. You guys, I need a pointer. Where's Mr. Pointer? I haven't seen my pointer. Should I use my pointer or Miss Kitty? Maybe Miss Kitty will use the pointer. There, okay. There, 2 for 1. So Miss Kitty is going to point to what we're using tonight. Honey and spicy mustard. And do you steam it? Oh, Epicure steamer. Interesting. I use that old blue thing, that oval thing with the lid that everybody has. Everybody has it. 7-Up. I've done ginger ale. Shannon, thank you for commenting. Yeah. Takes the salt away. Interesting. Potatoes do that too. Potatoes, if you have too much salt in your soup, throw some potato in there. Look at that. Cooking tips with Tamara. Absolutely, Debbie. You betcha. Shoot me $10. I'll send that to you. Look at this. It's more than just cards here. Friends, we're sharing recipes now, right? We're doing a standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5. We're doing a cardstock layer. You know my favorite size, 3 3/4 by 5. We are not embossing it. Do not emboss it. Now, trimmer, usual tools. This is it. This is what we need here. These are the main things we've got going on here. Yes, Sherilyn, yes. All right, so this is 2 1/8 by 2 1/8. And this is 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. Now, what is 2 1/8? I hear you cry. If you've watched me more than once, you'll know it is 2 and 2 ticks, right? 2 and 2 ticks is the same as 2 1/8 because fractions are hard. Thinking is stupid. 2 and 2 ticks is 2 1/8. All right, so that's what this is. And then this is a layer, so it's 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. That's all you need. That's it. That's all. I should have said when you pick a pattern, you'll see why, but you want something that's not directional. And you want something that's not too busy. You want a small pattern. Okay, like all these things I should have told you. But I know now that most of you, Dr. Pepper. Okay, Coke or Dr. Pepper. Now, that will cook down into like a sticky sauce, right? Or will it? No, I know it does that on chicken wings. If you put it with ketchup. Does it do anything? I guess it's just, with the pepper ribs. Yeah, because that makes it sticky and gooey. Oh, you guys. My body is not a temple this week. I actually hid my scale this week. I don't want to know. I'm going out for lunch. because Alicia's graduating, so we're doing a big lunch with the dean or something. Okay, what's going on here? This did not cut nicely. Okay, here we go. Something's not right. 2 1/8. That didn't trim nicely. My trimmer has failed me, or maybe the foil just, no. Okay, that didn't cut nicely at all. No. So I'm just using a little file. Now, you know, there's always some Tamara tips going on here. Where is it? So I've got these little nail, I got, like, if you got a nail file, if you've got some sandpaper, if not, get to your husband's man cave and steal some sandpaper. And you just rub off any stray bits. Because that wasn't a good cut. This one's not a good cut either. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's just the foil didn't cut right, or if that's truly 2 1/8. It is 2 1/8. All right, anyway. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these pieces, all of these 4 pieces, and we're going to cut them on the diagonal. Oh, Stacy, yum. I can't wait till tomorrow to have the dinner all over again. So we're going to put the corner of each of the pieces in the track. All right, so you got the corner here and the corner here. Now, we're going to cut it, but we're not going to go like this and go up. We're not going to go like this and go down. Okay, what's going to happen if you do that is you're going to dent the point on your triangle. We don't want any bent corners. That's not okay. So you're going to make sure that your trimmer is in the middle. Your blade is in the middle of this, somewhere around the middle, on the actual cardstock. So you push down this thing, push down on this ever so slightly, so it's puncturing the paper, and now you go up, down. Okay, and that way you're going to keep that point nice and sharp. You're not going to ram it. So if you go like this, you're going to ram it, and it's going to dent your corner. And it's not sharp. So same thing on these. These were 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So put the corners in the track. Same thing. Close it up and down, or down and up. I find this is early espresso cardstock, and I find it is thicker. It's like the black. It's thicker, and it does tend to fray. Even if I have a new fresh blade, like, can you even see that? Like, there are little fibers left over. Let me just put this over here. I don't think you can really see, but you know what I'm talking about. Unless it's your first day paper crafting, it just leaves a little frayed edge. It's just not as crisp as you'd like. So you just take your little, whatever you've got, sandpaper, a little block. These I got on Amazon. I got about 50, and I got 50. We use them at our extravaganzas and in classes and that. So you can just give it a little scrape so that it's not frayed. Yeah, I'm just going to clean it up a bit. Okay. All right. Let's see now. Hello, Barbara. Welcome to the show. Okay, we're going to put that away for now. Now, this paper is the Season of Green and Gold. It's gorgeous paper. And I might have 3 packs. So I'm like, I really need to use this up. Now, sadly, tonight's project only uses a little bit. So it's good for those little scraps. But it's just beautiful paper. And I've got tons of it. So I just wasn't feeling complicated tonight. So we're going to start with our 8.5 by 5.5. Oh, dirty piece of cardstock. Well, that's not okay. Must put some ink on it. Well, I can't give somebody a dirty card base, for heaven's sakes. That's not okay. Do I have another one here? I hope I do here. Nope. Let's see what I got here. Nope. I can make another one. I got more. Oh, I need to buy more. My stash is getting low on Very Vanilla. Okay. Okay, now I'm starting to get... See, once I start talking to you guys, I start to warm up. I was freezing upstairs. I was wearing a scarf sitting in the living room. How messed up is that? Hi, Penny. Hello. Hello, Chris. Oh, you guys, I forgot to do the draw from last week. I forgot to do the draw for the stamp set, so I'll be doing that soon, because here it is. I'm like, oh, look at that. Here it is. Whoops. Okay, so I'll draw that. So no, you didn't miss the post. I just didn't do the post because I didn't do the draw. All right, we're folding our card base in half. Okay, like so. Then we've got this piece of cardstock is not the right size. This is supposed to be 3 3/4 by 5. There we go. It is going to ultimately, oh, it's dented on the corner. It's ultimately going to go up on dimensionals. We're not going to do that yet. Okay, so we're just going to put this aside for a minute. We're going to bring in all these pieces that we just cut. We're going to tape them together. Okay, so like this really is a quick card if you don't talk as much as I do. All right, so we're just going to put some tape on the back of all these pieces. And I should just go slow because I don't even know if I'm going to make a second card or what I'm doing tonight. We'll see. All right, so we're going to layer this on the mat. So there's just a like 2 ticks or 1 tick, I don't know, 1/16 of an inch border, like just a really slight border. And I've used early espresso. It just, everything goes with vanilla. But I tried a couple other, like I tried using my Mossy Meadow as a mat, and I tried using Blackberry Bliss. And my first love is early espresso with vanilla and gold. It's just so striking, so elegant. Stacy, don't call me out on my nails. They are painted. They are. They're a glossy. They all broke. Well, okay, 3 of them broke. And then, so everybody had to, anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I'm quite upset. Don't like when my nails break. They are my own nails. I don't wear falsies. Anyway, I digress. All right, here we go. Here's what's going on, friends. This is how it's going to be. We're going to put this like this. We're going to put this like this. We're going to put this like this. Then we're going to put dimensionals, and we're going to put that like that. And we're going to put that like that. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. Okay. How easy, how quick. Just a couple of little squares. You chop them into triangles. And this was actually a Tamara original. This is one I came up with, I think, last year. But before we're going to do all the popping up and finalizing, I'm going to tape down 2 of them first. Okay, Stacy. All right. I'm telling you, this gel extend, this stuff, this nail hardener is a game changer. My nails very rare. Well, they break about every 3 or 4 months, just because I mean, I do my nails every day for 3 or 4 months. And then eventually they're like, no, we're done with this now. We're going to all snap off. Funny thing is, the nail snaps, but the polish is still in place. Like yesterday I looked and my nail was broken under the polish. Was from looking at them like this, they were still the same shape. You look at under and there's like half a nail in there. I wouldn't yet, Barbara. So hold on. Let me show you why. What we're going to do is we're going to stamp in this space. So don't do it yet. So if you're going to emboss it, and I can show you what I mean in a minute, don't have taped down these corners now. I've taped mine down, but you could just set them there. So I'm just placing these so that I know where I'm going with my stamping. Bev, it's another multi-level marketing company. It's my little side hustle. It's actually just my guilty pleasure. It's called Gel Moment. And so I've got like cases of this stuff. I love my nail polish. I love it. Okay. Back to our card. I'm using Merry Christmas from the Reindeer Fun again, and I'm just going to stamp it right in the middle. Merry Christmas. Like that. So we'll do a little aside to kind of address Barbara's question. Yes, you absolutely can emboss this. So how do we step up a card? Thank you, Christine. How do you step up a card? Like, how do you make it fancier? You do that by adding layers and texture. And then if you have the toys and or the inclination, you add embellishments, okay? So in this case, I mean, you could start like this, very, very basic. If you wanted to step it up, you could put another layer, just a thin layer of early espresso in behind that to make this layer pop. I think that was a bit of overkill, so I didn't. We're going to put these in place. But if you wanted to take it one step further, Barbara, before you tape on these, you have to stamp first, and then you can run this sheet through the embossing folder. Okay, we do have an embossing folder that was like stars like this, so you certainly could do that. I like actually the flat, the space that is just like what we call white space, even though it's very vanilla. So you want to stamp it first and then run it through the embossing folder, because if you run it through the embossing folder first, it's very hard to stamp on it. You'll get nooks and crannies, and it won't be crystal clear on that. So stamping, and now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to find some dimensionals, because Lord knows I've got them. I can never find the ones I want when I want them, right? You want the small ones, you find the big. Okay, so I'm going to put dimensionals here. I found it was very important. Originally, I only did 2, but it's very important to have a dimensional on the point, because if you don't, I found it was tippy. And by that, I mean, because the dimensionals were hitting here, it was just enough that these were kind of sitting like this a little bit. like up a little bit. So it's important to have one on the point as well. So I'm going to take the hats off, pop that down here, and I just think this is so elegant, so simple, quick. Okay, now this, my original one that I did, I had this popped up on dimensionals as well, but I'm finding that's a little bit too puffy because I've got this up on dimensionals. So I'm gonna put it down like this. And you could just leave it like that. You could tie a large bow. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go in with my Lost Stamp set. Where'd you go? Here it is. What's it doing down there? All right. So in the reindeer fun, which is what I used the Merry Christmas from, there are some bells in here. Okay. So you could run this through in gold. Maybe I'm going to run it through. If you don't have gold, you could use wild wheat. It really pulls gold. I'm going to try one in brown here. See what the square sizes are. Yeah, Cindy, they are 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 for the brown ones, and 2 1/8 by 2 1/8, which is 2 2 ticks by 2 2 ticks for that. So I'm going to pop out. I'm going to run this through twice. The wild wheat will pull gold, and by that I mean it looks gold when you cut it out. Let me just see. That's what I mean by pulls. Like it appears to be gold. Okay, so I'm going to run that through, and so you get the 2 bells at once. I'm going to run it through again to get another 2. So I'm going to have 1 extra because I only want 3. You know, when you're decorating, you really only want 3s. It's just more pleasing to the eye for them to be in 3s. Okay. Put it back. All right, so here, oh, that didn't cut through very well. I had, I wonder if there was some paper still stuck in the die, so that didn't cut it right. Note to self, clean out your die before you use it. Let's see. Yeah. All right, well, the tiny ones are good. They will not be beaten. I just use my take your pick tool to kind of stick it where it should have cut and pull and hope. Get your scissors in there if you need to. There we go. Okay. Thanks, Belinda. All right. So here they are with the brown bells. Like that. Do I even have a gold one left? I thought I had a gold one. Oh, I do have a gold one left. Could do a gold one. No. They all have to be the same. Okay. I was looking for a big bow, a big die cut bow, but I couldn't find one. I'm going to come in on these guys. I'm going to put a dimensional, a little baby dimensional. And this one I'm going to do a glue dot. I've been using my the glue dots for my paper pumpkin kits a lot more lately. Okay, so I'm going to put him up here. These guys I'll put down here. Oh, stuck to my finger. And then you know I'm going to want a ribbon. Now, for this one, we don't have early espresso twine. We have black. You probably wouldn't be able to tell a difference on the black. And we do have gold, but I didn't. This is the new gold that's in the online exclusives, but it's not the right gold, and that irks me. It's more of a yellow gold. a greenish tinge to it compared to this. So I didn't like that. So you could use, I've got vanilla that's retired. I didn't love that. It was a little odd. So yeah, we're going to color it. So don't worry. I've told you before, if you need an embellishment, hello Heather, if you need an embellishment and it's not in the color that you want it, well, we're just going to color it with our blends. So I'm going to grab some of my white twine, and I usually do 7 inches when I'm doing a bow. And I'm grabbing my blend. This one is Deep. Okay, you glitched on me. Deep 100. I think this one is the Deep Brown Duo. So I don't know, but for some reason it's got Deep 100 on. Yeah, SU 100. I think these are the deep ones. So we don't have an early espresso blend, but I've got this. So I'm taking my silicone mat. You can just use a piece of scrap paper. I'm just going to put the twine under the marker, and I'm just going to pull, and it's coloring it. Now there are so many ways you could do this. You can run your ink through, or run the twine through your ink pad. You could dip it in an ink refill. These are alcohol markers, and so this is kind of my chosen way to do it. I don't love coloring my twine. I do find once it dries, it makes the twine stiffer somehow. Like it's not as lovely. So okay, put your cap back on. Now what I'll do is I'm going to go in. I've got a Kleenex or tissue or paper towel, and I'm just going to run it through my paper towel a few times because look what's going on here. See, like it's saturated that ribbon. It's alcohol, so it does dry somewhat quickly, but not fast enough for Tamara. Tamara is not a patient girl. And if you just tied this, it would, like this is my bow tire. You can see I've rushed it before. Now I have red all over my bow tire. If you don't do this, and if it's not dry, you will get brown all over your cardstock, which is probably how I ended up with that vanilla one that had brown on it, which is probably from my fingers. Anywho, I am now have a piece of colored twine that's still pulling out color. So I'm just going to keep at this for another minute. I guess I saturated it quite well. All right, good enough for me. All right, now when it comes to this is the silicone mat, and you our blend markers, it's like a Sharpie. It's a permanent marker, right? But if you rub it fairly quickly, it will come right off your silicone mat. If you don't get at it quickly and it dries, that's fine. Just reactivate it with some rubbing alcohol. So just use a hand sanitizer and that'll wipe right off. So the silicone mat, this is like the best tool to have. There is vanilla in the 5-pack twine. There is, Barbara. That's right. Yeah. This is an old retired one that I have there. But you're right. There is. Thank you for that. Yeah. Okay. So now it's a little bit stiffer. Like you can't, maybe you can see it. Like it's not hanging like it was. So I'm just going to tie this in a bow. I'm hoping that they bring back the rolls of individual color. I would buy a roll of each color. You get more than what was in the essentials pack. Like I don't want just 2.5 yards. I need like tons of it. I go through baker's twine like crazy. All right, so I'm still a little yucked on my fingers, but I'm trying not to touch the card too much. So I'm just going to put this on the bell here, a little glue dot. Try not to touch anything with it, and I'm just going to pop that on there. And look how elegant that is. So quick and easy. And then you can stamp the bells on the inside and on the envelope. I'm trying to clean my hands here. There's lots of ribbon that can go really nice with this. Judy, that wild wheat is amazing. I don't think it's out of stock right now. It has been out of stock. It's been very, very popular. We've got lots that can coordinate with this. We have, let's see. Aside from, we've got this gold, which I think is an online exclusive. We also have, yes, the wild wheat. We also have, so this one is really pretty. This one is a vanilla and gold. That actually would go really nicely too. Okay, so you've got lots of options. There's this one. It's another one. I think it's online. I don't know, maybe online exclusive. I don't know. It's current. That much I know. But let me show you the one I made earlier with the gold. It is elegant, isn't it, Krista? I think so. Okay. I prefer it with the gold, I think, now that I see them side by side. So our gold foil. but just so easy and elegant. Now let me show you the one that I made last year. I love this one. This was it was like a boho paper. It was a 6x6 paper. I can't remember what it was called. Doesn't really matter. And I threw on whatever these embellishments were that year. And this was one of the die cut bows that we had. We don't have anything that large this year that I could find. So that's fine. I like this one. Yes, Krista, try it. Try it. Like, seriously, you've got two little squares and it turns into this. What? So, you know, I could try more. It's 7:40. We could try other papers. We've got all kinds of paper, but I wanted to, do you want to just play with me? Let's just play, okay? You want to play? All right, let's play. Because there was something I saw. Sarah Douglas goes live. I want to say on Tuesday. No, she does like a kit together, but every now and then I don't know. I don't even know. She pops on and she shows us some stuff. And I just happened to scroll by and I saw her making a card with our glimmer paper foil stuff. What is this? This is the festive 12x12 glimmer paper. And she showed me and all of us. Tuesdays, okay, I know she does a kit together on Tuesdays. I guess she does anything. It could be a kit together or just to make it together or something. But okay, yes, thank you, Barbara. Anyway, she was embossing on our glimmer paper. And I'm like, what? Are you even kidding me? We've got all kinds of glimmer paper. We've got, this one is the festive. And this one is, I think it's an online exclusive. And it's still there, or it still was. Berry Burst Old Olive and White glimmer paper specialty. And so I have to do what she did. I'm like, I can't even believe it was that simple. So let's do it. Because I've only used this stamp set like once. Let's get it inky a little bit more. Now, I'm going to get out... How many Versamark pads do you guys have? Let me see. I got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Stampin' Up! Is not going out of business anytime soon with me shopping. I'm like, geez Louise. Honest to Pete. I think that's all I've got. I've only got 5. 6. I used to do in-person classes, okay? Hello, Mary Travis. How are you, friend? Hello. Yes, because it's shimmer, not glitter. Well, it's glittery, but it's not. I don't know. Why do I have so many? I hear you cry. Because some of them look like this. Ooh. And then some of them, I have trouble throwing things away because they still work. So this one looks like it's been, oh my gosh. Okay. No, Barbara. Heck no. They're not all juicy. This is obviously my first one like ever. I wish there was a date on it. So why do they look like this? This, you know, the glycerin that I've been crafting with, glycerin is what is in these pads. And, oh, it is sticky. If you don't have like this, if I clean this off with the chamois or whatever I clean it off with, if you stick it in here, it pulls whatever ink you didn't wipe off, it's going to pull it into this pad. So I'm going to find a juicy one. I mean, define juicy. They're icky enough. Okay, well, maybe I can make it juicier. I don't want to, though. You ink them up just the same as our other pads. Okay, so I have issues. All right, now I think she said I want to do, what do I want to do? Well, let's start with the tree on green. Let's do it on the green one. Let's do it on green. Now, I think she used this thingy because you still want to kind of get, I don't know, maybe you still want to get, oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea because now I have powder on it. Okay, don't do that. I'm not doing that. I'll take my chances on static. Normally you use the embossing buddy. Oh, Lord, don't do that. You normally use the embossing buddy, this thing, to get rid of the oils from the paper and to get rid of any static that's on your hands. Okay, but don't do that because, ew. I don't know. We'll see what's happening here. I'm going to do the tree. And, oh, but I kind of wanted to use, well, I'm going to do it in black. We'll do black because, all right, we'll do it in black. Is this big enough for this? Sure. All right, so I'm going to turn it over just so I can see how juicy this is. Is this juicy enough? I don't know. Maybe it's not juicy enough. I can kind of tell. Let's see if there's another one that's juicier. Oh yeah, Krista. Yeah, I have issues. Yeah, I have issues with running out of things. Not that well, and I used to have classes, in-person classes, right? So if we were doing embossing, I had to have 5 or 6. I had to have 5 or 6. All right, so let's just do this. So I've inked it up in Versamark. Hopefully it's juicy enough. And I'm going to push. Should I do it in white or in black embossing powder? Vote now. Oh, Donna. And I put my dies away, Donna, and you missed it? Oh, okay. Am I doing this in white or black? I think black, hey? Black? Anybody? Anybody at all? Thoughts? Why are you late, Donna? White, black. Well, you guys are no help, Stacy and Karen. Okay, we need a tiebreaker. White, black. Stacy was first with white. Okay, maybe I'll do white or black with the hat. Okay, I'll do white. Let's see what happens there. Okay, the tiebreaker was white with Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. All right, so I'm going in with my white. And let's see if this works. Okay, so black, white, black, black. Yeah, okay. All right, so we're just going to go in here and hope that it was juicy enough. I think it was. Okay, see? So you can see it's stuck. Okay. Try not to get it all over your desk like Tamara always does. Put it away. Life issues. Oh no. One of each. Well, look at the big spraying on Cindy. Oh, okay. Well, that seems like a lot of work at this point. All right, so now I can see right away that there's a little bit of a halo over here. So I'm just going to take, a brush, aqua painter, whatever you've got. That one's kind of dirty. And I'm just going to remove the white where I don't want it. And then I'm going to heat set it. Here we go. Okay. Wait for it to melt. I love the stamp set, but I'm not going to lie, I found it hard to use. I'm like, okay, well, once you stamp it, what do you do? So this is kind of fun because now I have a green tree without any coloring. Just want to make sure this is melting. Normally I can tell very easily. It's taking a little bit longer because I think the paper is absorbing some of the heat, which is weird, I know, but well, that's kind of cool. Look at that. Okay, now while we're here, and since I'm getting dirty, that doesn't sound right, let's do the hat on the red in the black, and we'll see how that comes out. This one scares me a little bit more because black embossing powder, but okay, well, I don't know. All right, let's try. I think they're juicy enough. Like, they're sticky, so I think the key is to press really hard on your glimmer paper. Now I can see with what I'm doing that I'm getting Versamark on the edge of the stamp. So I'm just going to wipe that off to avoid the whole halo situation. The halo sitch, as it is known amongst the cool kids. I know, right, Virginia? Kind of weird to think about doing this. But hey, if it works, let's go with it. Because I have scads of this too that I haven't used. So I'm going to push like really hard just to make sure that that's going to get as much Versamark. Like I'm paranoid. It's flatter than you would think. Like it's not as bumpy as our old glimmer paper. Okay, so then I've got my black. See, I've got everything is all label. I love my label maker. I love my label maker. Okay, I'm going to put everything away over here. Open this. And again, I've got like two of these containers for every color because again, when I had in-person classes, I needed a couple of stations dotted around the room. Okay, look, I got a ton. Okay, I can't even see where I stamped it, so let's hope for the best here. Oh, that is pretty. Ooh. Now, I just want to see. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, I just want to make sure that those little berries are done. Okay. Yeah, on the glimmer paper. Yeah, I know, Virginia. I got it. I was picking up what you were laying down. I never thought of embossing on it either, like heat embossing. Okay, so I'm just, you can't actually tell. There are little black flecks kind of in this paper. Like you can't see that? It's kind of a black fleck already. So yeah, I think it'll work. All right, here we go. So you get to see the gray, my gray hairs now when I do this. Because that's fun for you. So cool. It is definitely taking longer to melt on this paper though. So you just want to take the extra time to make sure it's all melted. And you can tell, for the most part, when it's a little bit shiny. So it starts off powdery and it turns shiny, she said, touching it to see. Oh, it felt a little wet. No, I guess that's good. Okay. Oh, interesting, Donna. I hadn't heard that. Okay. Okay. Now, I mean, don't. Jeez. Okay. I was like, make sure your lid is on your embossing powder, which it is. I was just going to cut a square of it, but I'm thinking maybe fussy cutting. I'm not sure. Let's see now. Do I have an old? I think I have an old cutter. So I've got another trimmer. You know, if I have one of something, I have two. So here's my old trimmer that I will keep to cut glimmer paper because it'll dull your blade. Okay, and I'm just, what am I doing? I'm trying to figure out how big this is. So if I go here. So yeah, use an old blade for cutting glimmer paper and stuff that's thicker. Let's go here and see where we're at. Oh, fun, Belinda. Okay, so what is this? This is, I can make this a little bit smaller. So if I go 2 1/4. Oh, that was way too small. Oh no. Okay, I'm going to fussy cut this. So I don't know if I have some old scissors, but I'm going to cut this out because that was way too close to the edge. It actually kind of hurts my eyes to look at this much glitter. So let's cut this off and see if we can very quickly, 7:53, put it on a card somehow. These shapes are very easy to cut out. And you know I'll want to just put it on one of our large circles. I kind of, like if I do have old black glimmer paper, I would want the hat to be in black and emboss it in white. Is what I kind of want to do, but I don't have a current black glimmer paper, so this is just what I grabbed. Noel. I don't know that you can really read that too well. I'm not too sure about that one. Oh. This one too, I think I'll just fussy cut it. Maybe put it on a circle. See, I won't buy that new, Donna was saying that she'd heard that the new Wow embossing powder, we've got a new distributor, a new supplier, that you don't need to use your embossing buddy. But we're not sure if that's true or not. See, I won't buy the new Wow embossing powder for like 100 years because I've got a lifetime supply of the old embossing powder. Like, and I suppose as a good demonstrator, I should buy the new stuff so I can see and test and use, and then I know what I'm talking about. But I mean, I'm on a budget just like everybody else. I can't really afford to be buying all the new things just because. Okay. All right, now I've got all these little, yeah, okay. Let's see, how will this look on? What do we got here? We've got big circles, yes. That is very cool. Put it on vellum. Put what on vellum? Put these on vellum? Maybe. It'd go quicker if you heat it from both sides. I'm not sure, Judy, but it did seem to go a little bit slower. So I'm thinking that the paper was absorbing the heat of it, I think. Now, I thought I had a vanilla circle in here. Oh, I have, this is basic, whatever it's called, basic beige. It's kind of neat. I don't know. But it can be done. It can be done. I'm not going to sit here and flounder with a card for the next 20 minutes. But there. Proof that you can emboss on glimmer paper. A little bit fun, right? Okay. So, recapping. Like, that's it. I'm going to pull the pin on that. I just wanted to play, and you got to play with me. So, here are our cards. I do prefer it with the gold bell. This is paper from last year. But, I mean, we've got all the festive papers you can use. Again, you want a small pattern. You know, even something like this would be fine, but just something that's not directional. Like you don't want, you know, the ducks or, you know, snowmen or something like that. These guys, this wouldn't work because then you're going to have them weird directions and things. So you want a small pattern so that it's going to show. Use a darker accent color for the matte. And then embellish as you like. Like this is too large of a pattern because when you cut a little piece like that, you miss. You're like, what is that? What am I looking at? Right? So yeah, I think the gold ones are nice. White, oh, the white vellum. Okay, vellum circle instead of white. Good idea, Linda. Yeah, I might have to try that after when I play a little bit more. Okay. So you have it. If you check this out, if you try this, I would love for you to put it in the comments. I will take pictures of these and I'll post them. And then if you put yours in the comments, that would be great. We can see other people's take on it. Quick and easy. Let's do some birthday. It's a good one. Could you be for masculine? It could be for a wedding. Like I just think it's so elegant. Quick and easy and elegant. And you don't need many supplies, right? So Beverly, Swayze, there you go, right? You don't need all the things. I still have some space in my Winterly Treetops class. That is on the 29th of November. That is likely my last class of the year. I still haven't formally decided not to have one the next weekend, but I'm probably not because, let's face it, I'm tired. So there's space for that. If you want the PDF for the extravaganza cards, again, if you're just popping in, Tracy had done up a PDF for our 9, the cards we did for extravaganza. There's a fun fold. It's only $10 for the PDF for these 9 projects. So fun fold, fun fold, fun fold. These 3 are really the same layout, and then this one, and then also instructions to make this cute little 3D thing, or you can use them as tags. $10 Canadian. If you're in a different country, I can PayPal invoice you. I just need your email address, and you need a PayPal account. And then there's a $2 extra service charge for using PayPal. Thank you, Cindy. I'll send those off right away. And color coaches in, so I'll be mailing those off too. I'm paranoid about a postal strike. And the annual sale from the annual catalog, that starts on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I think that's it. That's all. Thank you for popping in, you guys. Always great spending time with you. I will be back here when? Friday morning at 10 for coffee break. Yeah, it's a busy week. Alicia's graduating on Wednesday, so tomorrow I got to get to the mall because Rebecca stole my present, and so I have to get another present and all the things. I got to find something to wear and all the stuff, right? I'll be here, though, Friday to tell you all about it, I'm sure. And, yeah, have a fabulous week and stay amazing. Thanks. I'll do the draw. Yes, I will do the draw, Judy, and I'll post that sometime. Excellent. Thanks, you guys. Have a great night.